Hey there, Erin Lee here of VancouverIslandPsychic.com, bringing you the weekly psychic reading for Monday, February 9th to Sunday, February 15th, 2015. It's been a while since I've been able to do a weekly reading, but I'm hoping that everything is under control now with my technology and I'll be able to start bringing you weekly readings again on a regular basis. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been great to hear from people who have been wanting the readings back. So here we are. Let's dive right in and get started. So your crystal choices for the week are rose quartz, carnelian, and citrine. Again, that's rose quartz, carnelian, and citrine. And we'll be using Doreen Virtue's Messages from Your Angels Oracle card deck. And I'm just going to give the cards a shuffle, and we're going to ask the angels to come in and bring us whatever messages we need for the coming week to help keep us healthy, balanced, centered, and strong, and moving forward in a positive way along our divine life path. So, I think that's probably good. The first card is for Monday and Tuesday, so today and tomorrow, and the message that's coming up is Serena. She says, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So if you have been going through any sort of financial difficulty or questions around how you're going to support yourself or pay bills or anything, know that Monday and Tuesday of this week are really positive in terms of bringing abundance, so financial flow into your life, new opportunities, or money coming to you in unexpected ways. But see this as a sign that any financial difficulty that you may have been experiencing over the last little while is starting to turn around and that you are completely supported. So the other message that's coming up with this is to make sure that you have faith in the process and the system that you're using and working through. Know that you will be provided for, and it's also encouragement to get new projects up and off the ground and to know that they will be financially successful. So there's a lot of abundance and energy that's coming up around support for us at the beginning of this week, which is awesome. Looking at Wednesday and Thursday, the message that's coming up for us is Opal. And she says, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So this card comes up for a couple of different reasons. One, if you've been wanting to have children, see this as a really great sign that things are starting to come together for you within your relationship and that children are on their way. But it can also be a message that your children who are here and who haven't been born yet or have been born and have passed are safe. So children right now are safe. They're well taken care of. There's no need to worry about what's happening in your kids' lives. Know that they are also supported and everything is happening as it needs to. There's an additional message that's coming up here, and it's all about family and coming together, spending time with the children in your lives, and just bringing everybody in together. So it's a big family-centered week through the middle of this week. I know in BC right now they have Family Day today on Monday, so that's really great, and know that that energy is continuing through the middle of this week as well. So looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the card that's coming up for us is Crystal, and she says, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. And you know what? This is a really powerful message. I know that a lot of people have been experiencing some pretty significant up and downs. Recently, we're coming out of Mercury Retrograde a bit later this week, and things have been fairly chaotic. I know that I've personally been going through some ups and downs myself, and so I see this as a really positive card coming up for all of us, saying that, things might not be exactly as we want them to be in this moment, but know that they are getting better, and know that there are things that are coming together and happening that we just can't see yet. And sometimes, often, those things are even better than we could possibly imagine that they would be. One of the things that I've kind of experienced through clients and other people is that the universe breaks things down sometimes completely, and it creates a great big huge mess, and you have no idea how on earth you're going to get out of it because you're just trying to survive day by day and get through it one foot in front of the other. But the universe has broken things down in order to build and recreate in a really positive new way. I don't know about you, but when I organize a room or a drawer or anything, I pull everything out. I make a huge, gigantic mess all over the floor or wherever I happen to be so that I can put things back into order. And the universe does exactly the same thing. So know through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that even though things may seem difficult, know that there is something greater happening, and just go with the flow as much as you can. Don't attach to any drama that might be happening in your world, and allow the universe to kind of fit things back in together.
Well, it looks like Mercury Retrograde has struck again. I'm in the middle of editing the video and realize that the rest of the audio for the rest of the video has been lost. So we're just going to do this on the fly again, guys. So just doing a quick recap for the coming week. Monday and Tuesday this week, it's all about abundance, financial needs and concerns being taken care of. Let go of any worries that you may have around finances or anything on a material level. Basically, things are coming together. It's a very uplifting message, and let go of any concerns that you may have on a financial level. Looking into the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, our focus and concentration shifts into children, into family, and children encompasses not only the children we bear of our bodies, but also our furry pet friends and anybody that we feel responsible for, or anybody who may be dependent upon us. So the energy that's coming up through the middle of the week is really centered on family. And then as we move into the end of the week, there's a lot of hope and energy and a really uplifting thing. So even if things seem difficult right now, know that better things are coming, and it almost feels like the end of the week is a little bit of a pause, a little bit of rejuvenation, but there are a lot of really wonderful things that are coming, so rest easy with that. All right, let's pull out our crystals again. So the crystal choices for the week are rose quartz, carnelian, and citrine. So if you've chosen rose quartz for the week, the card that has come up for you is Bridget, and she says, caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. So basically what this card says is that it's important to be looking at all of the situations that you're looking at moving forward in. Things are not completely as they seem on the surface. More information is needed and required, and it's important that you're taking time out and not pushing ahead right now. So rather than trying to push things forward, take some time out for yourself. The rose quartz crystal itself is a very heart-centered crystal. It's all about self-care, making sure that you are nurturing and nourishing yourself. So the focus and concentration this week for you, if you've chosen rose quartz, is not to be pushing forward and pushing ahead, but rather it's more introspective, it's very healing, and the energy is focused more on you this week rather than on external factors. If you've chosen carnelian for the week, the card that's come up for you is Astara, and she says you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. And I really love this card. First of all, it's one that's encouraging you to reach beyond what you believe is possible, rather than settling for limiting thoughts or limiting beliefs. This card is really encouraging you to look farther, look past what you believe is possible. And I'm reminded of affirmation statements. Whenever I do affirmation statements, I'll write out the things, or I'll say out the things that I'm wanting to create, the situations I want to bring into my life, but I always end it with this or something better, because often what I believe is possible, something even bigger and greater, even bigger and greater than what I believe is possible, is actually available to me. And so when I leave it open like that, it gives the universe the opportunity to bring that in to my world, into my life in a way that I can't orchestrate or imagine, because it's just beyond what I'm capable of thinking. So that's really the message that's coming up for you this week if you've chosen carnelian. Carnelian, again, is also a crystal that's very much associated with the sacral chakra. It's all about passion, desire, want. And so the encouragement for you this week is to pursue your passions. Make sure that you're doing something that you really enjoy, whether that's in your work or in your spare time or in your hobby time or in your relationships. It's all about getting back into why you're doing what you're doing. What is passionate? What are you passionate about? What is fueling you? That's what you need to concentrate on this week. And if you've chosen citrine, the message that's coming up for you this week is Daniel. And he says, I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. And this card feels really appropriate given that this weekend is Valentine's Day. And of course, that's a fairly typically a time of year, a time of the month when we're all focused on romance. So it's very appropriate that romance is coming up in this reading. So if you've chosen citrine, know that your romantic relationships are going to be improving. If you're currently in an existing relationship and are quite happy with that relationship, this card is signals that things are only going to improve over the week. Expect increased communication and bonding and connection. If you're in a relationship where you're not completely happy or satisfied, expect that things are going to be coming up to make shifts and changes within your relationship so that things can be better. This may mean that it's coming together, but it also may mean that things are starting to pull apart to make room for better situations for both of you. And if you are currently single but looking for a relationship, this is a really great card to have come up for you because it means that either a new relationship is coming in or anything that's been blocking and preventing the relationship that you want is going to be coming to the surface so that you can deal with it to move forward and create that happy relationship that you're really wanting. Citrine as a crystal is very clearing. It's all about letting go of negativity, transmuting energy so that it brings the opportunity for love and positive energy to come in. In addition, it's also very much associated with the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. And solar plexus is all about sense of self, self-worth, self-esteem. And this is often one of the issues that creates difficulty for us within relationships is if we aren't in a place where we're feeling good about ourselves, then it's really difficult for somebody else to love us and for us to love somebody else to the capacity that we're capable. So the message that's really coming up for you if you've chosen citrine this week is there are the opportunities coming in for you to let go of relationship issues so that better relationships, healthier relationships can come in their place. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me, particularly for this last little bit where we've been dealing with some technical difficulties. I promise that for next week's reading, everything will be taken care of. We'll be out of Mercury Retrograde by then, so I'm pretty sure that's a promise I can keep. I'm visiting a family for an extended period of time in Saskatoon, probably until sometime in March. And while I'm away, I'm going to be offering phone, Skype, and email readings. If you're interested in a personalized reading, please check out my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com. I'd just like to thank you so much for joining me and would like to wish you a fabulous week.